bug a little bit. I'm gonna put the top brace bars in for the front A-arms and some bracing for the lower bars for the A-arms. And then I'll probably weld in the gussets I have made up for the top of the, by the halo bar to the A-pillars. So I've got those made up, so I'll probably weld those in. But yeah, it's nice, pretty nice day out today. Yeah, we're gonna get started and knock some of this out. Right at 8, so we'll adjust that with that top bar. So we're making one more like that. Already cut it. So mark it to do the first coat here. Kind of straight. Supervisor out here hot and heavy today. Hot and heavy. All right, so what we did so far is we put the top bars in for the front A-arms and we put the upright bars to mount those two. The distance between the lower bar and the upper bar is 10 1/8 of an inch, because that is what my spindles are between the uniball and the other uniball. Center to center is about 10 1/8, 10 1/4. We can always adjust that a little bit with the when we put the tabs on to actually mount the A-arms. So you do have a little bit of adjustment there still. And then of course you still have some adjustment when you put the hind joints on there. So it's critical, but it's not critical. I mean, it's critical within, you know, 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 inch, because you can adjust quite a bit. So anyway, this is what it looks like. So these two bars here, this bar and this bar, is at an upward sloped angle of about 7 degrees. 7.5 degrees is what it ended up coming out to be. So, but yeah. So we're going to, so basically I did just upright bars there. And then now I'm gonna have to figure out how I want to brace those, because I'm gonna have to brace those, you know, a few different directions. Because basically it's holding, you know, it's supporting this top bar, which is going to have, you know, a lot of impact on it. The suspension hoop's going to be coming from here, so this needs to be reinforced real good. So we're going to have to do a lot of bracing here, gussets, that type of thing. You know, we're going to gusset this bottom corner down here, probably on both sides, there and there. So we may do gusset, a gusset, a gusset, and a gusset, and then gusset the top, and then run some bars, you know, across here, maybe like a downward to the tunnel. But we'll get it all cranked in there nice and tight. So yeah, so we're gonna move on to maybe putting in a couple more bracing bars. I have to finish tacking up some of the welds that when my welder ran out of gas the other day. And then we'll probably move to maybe, I'm thinking about maybe going ahead and putting the front bumper bar across here. I don't know about that yet. So yeah, so we'll keep plugging away. Okay, we're gonna put in a few bracing bars. I'm gonna put one in right here, and then I'm gonna cut the other ones. I'm gonna cut two more. That way they're already ready. But I'm not gonna put those in until I know where my back mount of my A-arm is gonna be. Because my front mount's gonna be right here, more than likely. So I wanna put the other brace across there where the back mount's gonna be. And then I'll just split the difference to put one in the center. But there is gonna be one between here and here, right here in the center. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut all three of them. They're all at 12.5 inches. So let's mark this pipe at 12.5 here. That's where I can use up some of this old tubing. Very good for bracing, so. Cut it just a hair long. Can always take off more pipe. Can't put on more pipe. Sketchy table right here. Better tighten the legs up on her. There's one. I don't know if I'll be able to get any more out of this except for maybe using some of these bends, but we'll keep it for now, just in case. Then I can get the other two out of this other scrap piece. So I'm just gonna square up the end first. Make sure it's nice and straight. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is, I know these are all just going to a straight bar, so I can cope all of these right now. So I basically just want to find a center line, which I'll go off like this color line where it's not painted. Make me a line here, both ends. And you come down 1/3 the diameter of the pipe. This pipe's 1.5 inches, so that means I come down 1/2 inch. So eyeball it. You want to extend this line around to the very edge, to the basically 90 degrees from this line this way, 90 degrees from this line this way. Just like that. You want to wrap that line around that pipe. Now we're going to go from like this halfway point here, and say roughly like here. We're going to draw a line from there, the tip of our front line, from the tip of there to this line. You do the same thing to the other side. From there to this other line, which is halfway around the tube. So that will be what we need to cut off to make our coping to fit around the other pipe. And we'll be doing the same thing on both ends. So I do the exact same thing on this end. Roughly 1/2 inch. Extend it around. Extend it around this way. And then see where halfway is. Say about right there. About right there. And then make our line from here to there. And from here to there. Now what you do, you cut those at those angles, and the chop saw, it's about, measures out to be like 30, I don't know, like, actually like 27, probably about 27 and a half degrees. And then you want to load it into your saw with this line right here, straight up and down, so that way you want to do the same thing on this end, that way they're exactly clocked the right direction. So before I grind any of that, I'll take you over here and I'll let you see what it looks like. So there's my lines. So then we'll take it over here and I'll let you see what it looks like up against the pipe without even doing any kind of grinding or anything. See how it matches up on this pipe here. See? Pretty good. I mean, it's not too much of a gap, so that's pretty decent. Check the other end. Same thing, flip it around. Pretty decent. So then when you hit it just a little bit, just to take off all that, you know, that burrs and stuff, put a little chamfer on here on the inside, that way you get a good weld, good penetrating weld, then that'll fit up there real nice. So that's what we'll do real quick. We'll go ahead and hit it with the sanding disc, and then I'll show you how it fits. So there's what it looks like after you grind it. Both ends here. And then that's how it fits on there now. See? Real good gap. Not much of one there. Other side. Pretty good. That's how you do it. So that you just rinse and repeat. So we're gonna do that for all of them. Couple little tacks will do you. On to the next one. Alright, so got this one in, tacked, and this one's it's loose. I'm just gonna leave it loose until I figure out where that back A-arm mount's gonna be. I'm gonna go ahead and put one in right here, between here and the tunnel. So I just got it held up there with a magnet, welding magnet. I'm just gonna tack it in real quick. So that way it'll give, you know, I centered it, make a center line in between these two bars here, and then a center line on the tunnel. and match it up. And then we'll just weld that in right there, tack it in real quick. That tack was all over the place, wasn't it? Now I think I've got this piece made already for up here. I'm just gonna go ahead and tack it in. Tacked. You ain't going nowhere. Nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide. That adds a lot of strength to those corners right there doing that. Yep. Just chilling, watching me work, as always. Alright, so that's what we all got done today. So we're gonna stop it right there and we'll get back with it another day. So I appreciate you guys for watching, and hit subscribe and that notification bell if you want to keep up on any new videos when I post them. But we'll talk to you guys later.